Today we're going to check out a very special camera that no other cinema camera in this price range can compete with. But the catch is, after September 1st, 2023, this camera will no longer be in production and for sale, and your only chance to buy one will be on the used market like eBay. Now, this might be the first time you're ever seeing this camera, and that's because this is a custom cinema housing designed by Cole from IMCE as well as Tom from 3D Focus. And so with a little bit of patience, DIY skills, and tinkering, you can install the Canon EOS M into this housing and record true raw video in tons of different frame rate and resolution combinations, all inside this beautiful custom 3D printed cinema housing. And so the housing itself is just over $200, and then the camera is right around $250 right now. So for around the $500 this total project will cost you, you're getting a fully fledged cinema camera in a box style housing that legitimately has features and capabilities that no other cinema camera can compete with in this price range. So if you're unfamiliar with the Canon EOS M and Magic Lantern and everything that I've talked about so far, I highly recommend looking into it even if you don't want to purchase this cinema housing. The Canon EOS M for $250 with a simple firmware hack that you can download and install onto the SD card is truly capable of some insane video recording capabilities, like recording true internal raw video straight to the SD card, which is legitimately a feature that's typically held for the highest end mirrorless or even cinema cameras. Now, I've made a bunch of videos about Magic Lantern and about this camera, which I'll link all down in the description if you want to learn more about this. I'll also link down below the very popular Facebook group about this camera and about Magic Lantern raw video. That Facebook group is going to have the most information out of anywhere. I highly recommend looking into this and even just Magic Lantern in general if you're into video production, filmmaking, and cinematography but have an extremely low budget. So this is the donor camera that I purchased to put in this cinema housing. So this is of course a Canon EOS M, the original version from 2012. Now I picked this one specifically up from mpb.com, and I actually got it for $184. It was in well-used condition, and you can see it's definitely not in the best physical condition, which actually makes it the perfect camera for rehousing, since you kind of have to take some of the body apart to fit it in here, and it's going to be in this brand new housing as it is, so the cosmetic condition of the camera really doesn't matter as long as it fully functions. But without further ado, let's officially build the Canon M-Lite. Okay, so I'm about halfway through the project, and it's definitely a little bit more intensive than I thought it was going to be. Now, I definitely still think anyone can do this if you have a lot of patience and follow the guide step by step. Mostly just patience is the biggest thing here. There's not really anything that requires extremely special skills or tools like soldering or anything like that. But there's a ton of very small components that you have to be very patient and very careful with, because you know, if you break anything on this, you might have to purchase a whole new camera, which will set you back, you know, another $200, which definitely won't be ideal. But I'm gonna go ahead and get this finished up. I hope nothing goes wrong, but I'll let you know when I'm done. And there we have it, the M-Lite 3D printed custom raw cinema camera. Cole and Tom have both made the business decision to stop selling this 3D printed housing on September 1st, 2023. Which means at the time of recording this video, you have less than a month to purchase this, probably much less at the time of watching this. So because I want to get this video out as soon as possible, I will have a second part where I'll go more in depth talking about this camera, as well as of course show more footage with it. But also remember, you only have until August 31st, 2023 to purchase this 3D printed cinema camera. This video is not sponsored or affiliated with them at all. I purchased this EOS M Lite with my own money, and I've personally been using Magic Lantern on the EOS M for years now and had so much fun with it. And I just think this cinema housing is an amazing addition to the EOS M community. All right, here we go. This is the first shot I'm filming on the Canon M-Lite, and this is with the Sirui 35mm f1.8 anamorphic lens. Like I said, this is the first shot I'm filming on this, so hopefully it looks good, but I'm gonna be doing a lot more filming with this camera and this lens combination, because I already know it's gonna look awesome. You know, a budget anamorphic lens with budget raw footage, it kind of pairs perfectly together for the ultimate filmmaking cinema package, essentially. So there's gonna be a lot more footage with this camera and lens combination in part 2. Definitely stay tuned for that. But also let me know your thoughts on this footage and the M-Lite in general down in the comments, and I will see you in part 2.